not being fair to the other person.
Oh.
And yeah, it was
I interpreted that as not being fair to yourself. I was going for the empowerment.
no, it was like, yeah, just taking someone for granted, basically.
Oh, that's very nice. And that was written because of bouts of insomnia, I hear.
Yeah, I was suffering. Good knowledge. Yeah, I was suffering for a bit of insomnia at that time, and I
Yeah.
was it was like around like the first lockdown, and I do suffer a bit from insomnia sometimes. Just
Yeah.
a week at a time, like about every 6 months.
Do you find that
then-
it's a creative time then, or was that written
Yeah,
post
yeah,
that?
yeah. I feel like it's actually, in a way, a superpower, but also it's awful because
Yeah.
I don't actually sleep, and it's
Incredibly
very, very bad
debilitating.
for my health.
Yeah, you just got this whole like creative process, but you can't move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of love it, though, in a way.
Sounds dangerous.
Yes.
Here we go. Almost bliss. Tempt me at night. Pull like the moon tides.
I think this one was about like a, I guess, unsatisfactory relationship or life situation, and it was like the temptation of kind of, I guess, settling for less than what you want, and that was what that line was referencing, I suppose.
Powerful imagery. Also, like the moon moves in waves of months.
I love a
and
moon.
things.
Yeah.
A bit like the feminine body.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm pretending I'm an expert. I've barely ever seen one. But you grew up in like a sort of musical household. I heard you used to film little like skits and videos when you were younger on a VHS.
Yeah, well, I didn't really grow up in a musical household, sadly. It was
No.
like I just used to steal my dad's really massive video camera and like film myself like all the time. And unfortunately, the internet, it was, before that.
Oh, 'cause it would have been
fully
all over
existed.
the YouTube.
Because, no one needs to ever see it. It's great.
Well,
But it-
what's the most embarrassing one that you can remember if you look back?
Probably putting that really awful. No, actually, it wasn't awful. It's just a very good song. It was by an artist called Lolly,
Lolly.
and she sang a song called Mickey. Hey Mickey. She did a cover of Hey,
Hey,
Mickey.
Mickey.
And I just
one.
remember like setting up the video camera and putting on and I did this like whilst my parents were like upstairs, and I didn't want them to see it, and it was like a very specific. And I did my hair in like these buns, and I was just
You went
dancing
for it.
around, and then I got my sister to do the light switch dimmer.
Ace,
as I was doing
manual.
that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And
It's an
it
Instagram
was
effect
like
before Instagram.
it was kind of I was shameful about it because I was wearing like a bikini and doing that. I don't know, as like a 8-year-old.
This sounds very. I feel like we've brought up trauma
It's really
here.
odd.
Are you
really strange.
okay? Is everyone
I think
okay?
we're
Where
all
has this
about to
come
leave the
from?
band as well.
Exactly. What's going on? I mean, I think that's what you should do. Do you know, like when the encore happens and like everyone goes off for a bit, you should come on as that, your alter ego, and then everyone be like, "What went on there? Was that a fever dream?" And then you come back on and be like, "Who was that?
Yeah,
What's going on here?"
it wasn't
There
me.
we go. That was crazy. That she's been arrested now, but we're back. That'd be lovely.
Sounds fun.
We've got another little game. Are you guys up for a game of Fast and Curious? A little racing game
Sounds
we got on
great.
Forza. We do this with our bands. We let them have a little rush at this. And do you recognise any of those bands on there? Any artists that you might have seen before?
Ruse.
Ruse. So good. It's good that, because Ruse are number 19, just above me, apparently trying my hardest. So do you think you can beat Ruse time? I want you to call out one of these bands to try and aim to beat, and that tactically is going to motivate you to do better.
Let's go with that then.
Let's go with Ruse. Right, number 19. You've not got high expectations, and I trust you. So we're going to get the game going. Here we go. Let me set up the pad for you. And it looks like it's connecting. If it doesn't, Big Daddy Alex comes over and sorts it out for me. It's flashing, mate. It's done. We're on. There we go. Okay, so the controls are, you'll have to hold the microphone so that you can still talk throughout. So the buttons are right trigger, accelerate, left trigger, brake. That little doodad does the steering, and
What do I
A's
press the
handbrake.
letters?
No letters unless you want to do a handbrake for A. So
sorry,
all in the
re-
triggers.
repeat.
So
So-
right trigger, accelerate.
Oh, okay.
Left trigger, brake.
Okay,
A's to handbrake.
handbrake.
And on start race. Now you're trying to change the car. I believe that that's cheating. I'm going to take this off you for a minute. Back we go. You're only allowed the same car as everyone else. You can't have a Mustang.
Damn it.
There we go. So this is Scrinny, the Scruff of the Neck Mini. It's got a little S there on the top of that. I didn't notice it's got an S on top. I don't know if that's there for a reason. There you go. And you're going backwards. That's the first time someone's done that. I think you might be pressing the wrong trigger.
You told me that one.
Oh, did I tell you the wrong one?
You told me that one.
You got 2 laps. It's fine. You got 2 laps. My top tip is to drive the right way and to follow the cursors.
For Pete's sake.
So I'm gonna
I want a rematch.
It's all right. You got 2 laps. We take your best lap.
Oh, for God's sake, this is really bad.
This is fine. I mean, we've had one person tip over the car, and I'm sensing another may soon be arriving.
It's fine. I'm in.
So if you've got this,
this thing's got no handling at all.
That's why we use it for comedy value. If you have any questions for Wyldest or Zoe or the rest of the band, that's fine. We can get you all involved. Do let us know on the chat. I'm just trying to get the chat up on my phone.
Where am I?
I don't even know. I don't know where you are anymore. This is the Top Gear test track, by the way. So if you drive far enough, you can resurrect Jeremy Clarkson's career.
Jeremy.
So this should be fine. Look at this go. This is entertainment, this, guys. You are place 1 of 1. So you're winning and losing at the same time.
I don't know where the road's going.
Do you drive, Zoe?
I do.
You do. Oh goodness!
Oh, yeah.
Are you driving home tonight?
I am.
I'm now worried about you. If there's any tyres in the place, we are having a mare. So any questions in for you? Welcome to the chat room. Look, I've got this on my phone. Oh, there's an advert that's come up on mine. God, this is chaos. Look at that. You're doing all right on the stretch. That is very good. When it's straight, you're phenomenal. Oh, there we go. That was well taken. That was exceptional stuff. Did you pass first time in your driving test?
Oh, that's a really sensitive question for me, actually.
Okay.
I've never met anyone.
I thought you were going to say I've never passed. Never passed. I drive
never
an
actually
instinct.
passed, but I do, yeah. I took 6 times.
6 into that many?
6.
I mean, I'm starting to sense how.
Going,
Oh my God!
Why can't I just go through that?
It's not insured.
Where do I go?
You follow the arrows, mainly on the track. That's the best thing to do, because them arrows will guide you.
Okay, yeah.
Because lights will guide you home. There we go. Do you know what? Lap number 2 is going to be your lap. I can sense it, though. You're going to smash it.
Am I
there
only
we
on lap
go.
number 2?
Yes, that was just. We've got 2 minutes left of the interview. I sense by the time this finishes, you'll be ready to perform.
Yeah.
What can we expect from your live performance, aside from bikinis and shame?
Oh, God, I can't believe I told you that. That's mental. We can expect lovely, wonderful musicians. Not myself.
Lovely music.
Playing my music, because I'm so lucky to be surrounded in wonderful people. Kind of, I guess it's shoegaze, dream pop music.
You've described it as emotional guitar pop with a hint of lo-fi bedroom folk.
Did I say that?
You did
I don't
say
think
that.
I said that.
I think there's a previous interview in which that was spoken, and I believe there we go. Have you managed to skip? I managed to. Oh! You're actually aiming for people now. That looks like Melon Sue from the Bake Off.
How did I get
I
here?
don't know what happened. I think you've managed to break the game somehow. Yeah, that doesn't actually count as a lap because you drove across the lap somehow. I think this might be the first ever untimable DNF. It might be undone. This M Loves Bass says this is the only place fuel is an issue. Fuel is not an issue. I don't know how you've managed to bypass the lap. It's incredible. Someone managed to flip the car once, and you've managed to go so off board that it didn't count. It's incredible.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
This is fine. This is incredible stuff. This is scenes. This has never happened in my life.
I just want to finish it now.
This is like what happens when got 15 seconds in which to finish this. Otherwise, we might have to call it time. I thought your second lap might be quicker, but you're currently a minute slower. Here we go. Watch out for the tyres. That's okay. Thankfully, he doesn't feel pain.
Aww.
Just shame. That's fine. We will be charging for the damage to the pretend
really
Mini.
Embarrassing.
This is fine.
My dad's going to be so disappointed.
Is your dad watching?
Yep. I
Go.
think so. I think
Hi,
so.
Zoe's dad.
Although he might be a bit confused because WhatsApp's down.
I believe the car insurance might have gone up slightly. If anyone's watching this from Admiral, it's fine. That was a really good corner. I feel like we're all just trying to reassure you now.
Thanks, Jen.
VW
Do you know what? I know what I'm doing now.
says, nice to see Zoe's driving has improved.
Who said that?
That was VW Polo GTI. So there we go.
Oh,
I
who's
don't know
that
who that
then?
is. Oh! I think, you really want to kill Mel and Susie in the crowd here. Look, they've not got bake-up anymore. They've not got nothing. Keep going. There we go. We're back on track.
I just
If you
don't
ever get another
understand.
chance to do this, my top tip is stick to arrows. But we're getting there, and we are done. I think officially best lap was 2:20. That I believe puts you slightly high. They're still faster than Ruse, unbelievably. You have
Right.
managed to beat Ruse. No one saw that coming. And on that absolute bombshell, another Top
Great.
Gear reference, we will leave you to see Zoe doing what she does best, and that is performing. Don't go anywhere.